Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David, and in this video I'm going to show you Similo Jurassic World edition. I've known Similo only by name. It's an older game, there are a lot of versions of it, but when you put Jurassic Park or Jurassic World on a game you have my attention. So I finally got my first steps into Similo, and the game is fun, easy and quick. One player will be the player giving clues. He can look at one card, put 12 cards in front of the other players, and that players will have to guess which card that player has seen. And he will play cards to give those other players clues. Sounds easy, and it is, so please let me show you how it's played. So let's play a kind of solo game and I'll explain the rules to you. A deck of cards, in this case the Jurassic World version, so all kinds of dinosaurs. And if you want to see all the cards in this deck, please check out my previous unboxing video. The player that's going to give clues will draw 12 cards from the deck. Put the rest aside for now. And then that player can have a look at one card only. So we'll see this one. It's the Giganotosaurus. I have to remember I've seen this card. I'll give it another shuffle. And I'll put a grid of 4x3 dinosaurs down, of cards down, in front of me or in front of the other players. And then I draw another 5 cards from the deck to give clues from. Each round I will play down one card that gives a clue whether the card is similar to something on this card or not. At the first round all other players will have to remove one card from the game. With the second clue they have to remove 2 more cards from the game. With the third clue 3 and with the fourth clue 4 cards. Then there are only 2 cards remaining, hopefully, and I will give one last clue and then they have to choose one of those cards to be the one I have seen at the start of the game. Should at any moment during the game the card that I have seen, so in this case the Giganotosaur, been discarded, been excluded, then all players immediately lose. If this card will be the final card left, all players have won. And like I said, I'm gonna give my clues by playing a card from my hand. In this case I'm gonna play this one. If I place it vertically, so like all other cards, the card the other players must be looking for has something in common with this card. If I play it horizontal, it means the card we are looking for has nothing to do with this card. Could be anything, could be a carnivore or a herbivore, if the dinosaur is looking to the left or to the right, if it has 2 or 4 legs, or maybe some small arms, or maybe the color of the card. Could be anything. But the card we're looking for is a carnivore. This is also a carnivore, it kind of looks like him. So I'll put this card vertically. And the players now, we're looking for a card that has something in common with this. They have to remove one card from the game. And this will be a rather hard game because there are a lot of carnivores in here. But maybe they think, well, this doesn't look anything similar. Let's remove this one from the game. So the card we're looking for is still available. So we're going to go to the next round. Once the player has played a clue card, he can immediately draw up to 5 cards again, so he can think ahead of the cards to follow. And then I'll play this one, but I'll play it like this. So the players know the dinosaur we're looking for has nothing to do with this Archelon. And well, this is a swimming reptile, so I think it's safe for them to remove 2 swimming reptiles from the game, which is correct. Get to draw a 5th card. Here's another one. With the next card the players will have to remove 3 cards. So I'm gonna play this one again, because also this one lives in the water, but I'm playing it horizontal, so the dinosaur I'm looking for is not swimming in the water. So I think it's fair to say the players will at least remove this one and this one, but they have to remove one more. And it has something to do with this card. This is a carnivore, here we have a herbivore, so let's remove this one, because all other cards of course still count. So far so good. Let's fill up to 5 cards again. And with the next clue, the other players have to remove 4 cards from the game. So let's see how we can get rid of 4 other cards except this one. But there are quite some similarities. This is a tough one. I think I'm gonna play this one. It has something to do with the dinosaur. And the thing is that both clues I've given that are common with this card have their mouth open. So let's say they get the clue. They will swap this one, and this one. But they have to remove one more. Both are looking to the right. So I think they're gonna go wrong over here. So it could be this one, and then one of these two have to go. Let's say it has this color in common with this one, and with the direction of their heads. We're gonna discard the T-Rex. And yes, we're still in the game. And like I said, if this one was turned instead of another card, we all would immediately lose the game. So now there are only 2 cards left. And I get to give one last clue to which of the 2 cards it must be. And I'm gonna go for color in this case. I'm gonna play it like this. And I hope my players will think, oh, it's not a dinosaur with that color, so this one gets discarded. If I'm unlucky, they're gonna think, oh, it's not a dinosaur that has spikes, and this one also has spikes. Or maybe even better to play this card like this. Now they know it's big and it's blue, and this one is bigger than this one and it has a blue background, so they're gonna remove this card. And we have the final card left, and all players have won the game. And since it's such a short game, it's of course fun if all players can give the clues one time. And that is how you play a game of Similo, in this case the Jurassic World version. If you want to make the game a little more difficult, then you can add the rule that the clue giver can only play cards horizontal, so not vertical. And you can even play with 2 different Similo decks if you want. You'll use one deck to create the pool of 12 cards, but the player has to give clues using the other deck of Similo cards, so maybe the Lord of the Rings one, for example. But that's how you play Similo, and if you want to see all the cards of this version, please check out my previous unboxing video. If you have any questions about Similo, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. My name is David, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.